is my buddy Courtney, and I'm going to show you how a Zyto digital biosurvey works today. So Courtney volunteered. I'm not going to give you any of her personal information, but she agreed it's cool if we go over the results with you, and I'll be able to look at your skeletal system, your organ system, your nervous system. It's going to look at every single organ. It's going to look at whether or not you're anxious. It will tell me if you've gone to yoga lately, if you need yoga, and it also is really nice because it will suggest therapies that might work for you. So let's say you've been really stressed out, and it'll look at your organs and it'll say maybe, hey, your adrenal glands are really, really firing right now. Maybe you need to get a massage. Maybe you need to go to yoga or practice meditation. So I mean, a lot of weird stuff could pop up on here. But really quickly to explain how it works. Have you heard of a muscle test? Okay, have you heard of a muscle test? It's like an ancient form of finding out what medicines are going to work for your body. So the idea behind it is that your body knows what it needs to heal itself, okay? And that's part of my practice too. So instead of just saying, here's a pill for these symptoms, a naturopathic or a holistic doctor or practitioner is going to say, let's ask your body what it wants to fix this problem. So a muscle test can be two ways. You can do like a strength test to see how hard it is to rip your fingers apart. And then the classic one that a lot of Americans have seen is like you hold out your arm, I ask you a question, we test your arm to see how strong your response is, and then you hold whatever medicine you're thinking about taking, and then I ask you again. And I say, do you need this medicine? And if you go like that and you're way weaker, then your body's saying no. If you go like that and it's like stiff arm and suddenly you're super strong, then your body's saying yes. And it actually is hard to fake these tests, and I've done a lot of them before, like holding weird rocks and stuff. My mom's given me crystals and say, here, try this. It's good for your, this one's good for your soul. This one is going to hold your soul back. And, we've tested it, and it's really, really interesting. So this cradle is basically going to ask your body 120 questions in like 3 minutes, okay? So all you have to do is put your palm here and then one finger on each of the strips, and it's going to send little tiny imperceivable electric pulses into your hand. You're not going to feel it. It may feel like warm or tingly, but that hardly ever happens. Most people say they don't feel anything. And over the course of 3 minutes, we'll be able to see it actually scanning your body, and then it's going to give me a report, and the report will tell me everything about what's going on inside. And the cool thing is it takes such a short amount of time, and it will literally look at everything. Yeah, and it's going to be able to tell me supplements that might help you, all kinds of stuff. So you ready to get started? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and put your hand on there for me. As long as each finger is touching the strip, you're cool. You don't have to like push really hard or anything. And I'm going to tell it to look at absolutely everything, and now it's working. So you can see here, I mean, it's literally scanning her body. Down here, it'll kind of tell you what it's looking at. It's going to start naming off organs and naming off therapies. So it's going to ask your body, like, what about yoga? How does Courtney feel about yoga? And then if you have a stronger response, it'll say in the report, you need to try yoga, your body's really going to like it, that sort of thing. So, have you ever seen anything like this?
No.
No? Have you ever done a muscle test or anything like that?
No.
You ought to try it. They're actually really fun.
I've seen them done before.
Really?
I've never had one done myself.
And I've done muscle testing and then done a Zyto for the same factors, and it actually is pretty consistent. So I do like that. I've used this before for, like for example, after I got in a car accident, I had terrible, terrible whiplash. My car was totaled. It was in the wintertime. I hit a barricade and then flipped around and hit the other one with the other side of the car. It was totaled. I walked away fine, but then later that day I realized I have terrible whiplash because my neck and my back were so messed up. And I did a Zyto, and it showed me exactly which vertebrae were seeing the most tension and stress. And then later I went to a chiropractor, and she had to do an x-ray to confirm that. But it did confirm it. It was really, really neat. And I'm not super into getting x-rays. I kind of skipped that part of the airport check-in and everything. So it was nice to see if it's not a serious break or something, maybe I can look at a Zyto, and then a chiropractor, I could go in and tell them exactly which vertebrae needs an adjustment. So that's really nice. And another way I've used it before is, you know how in the wintertime, the seasonal affective disorder, a lot of people get real, depressed, you get tired and sluggish. and it's because you're not getting any sunlight. Your body uses sunlight and uses vitamin K from the food that you're eating to produce the vitamin D. It's actually a hormone. It's not a vitamin. So you can supplement it too, but this will be able to tell you if you're running low. It's told me before I'm low on B vitamins. It has told me before that I have a mineral deficiency and I need to start supplementing that. And then you do it and you instantly feel better. I mean, it's amazing how quickly and how accurately this thing works. Yeah, and it's almost done. I mean, it's going super fast. So, have you been feeling anything weird lately? Have you been tired, or because anything that you feel, we might be able to connect it to what it tells us.
More tired.
You've been more tired lately?
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you just instinctually? What do you think that that's attributed to?
Probably work stress.
Yeah.
Personal life stress, but mostly work.
Well, you come in early. I mean, you come in early
Yeah.
a lot to get snacks for during the day. I mean, you get up early and you work all day long, don't you? Yeah. So we'll be able to see that, hopefully, what's going on. It's done. You can take your hand off. And let's go ahead and take a look. It's giving me a simple report. I'm going to pull up the advanced one, just so we get a more thorough answer. Let's let it load just a second here. Did you feel anything, by the way?
I didn't.
No? Yeah, most people say they don't. I swear one time I felt it tingling.
Really?
Yeah, but it may have been like I was telling myself it was.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. So this is a picture of your body. This is your stress profile.
Okay.
So 120 biomarkers, that's how many questions it asks your body. And then your range is 11.43. It doesn't mean a lot, it's a little complicated, but basically what's going on is everything in your body reacted to a certain point and it took an average. Anything below the average, it's considering not a strong response. Anything above the average, it's saying, oh, that looks a little more stressed out because it responded so much more than the other things in your body. Does that make sense? So this line is your average. These markers are the things below average. These markers in the red right here are the ones that are more stressed.
Okay.
Now it doesn't mean that like these things aren't working and these are, shutting down. That's not what it means. It's just simply right now in this moment today, this is what your body is talking about. Okay? So here's your picture here. Now this is the supplement recommendation. The first one is aloe mannan FX. Okay? Aloe, this is a derivative of aloe plants, okay? Aloe is really good for a lot of different things. It's an adaptogen, so anything that grows in a stressful environment, that plant will contain a lot of properties that will help a human body adapt to stress too. Seaweed is the same way, ashwagandha, holy basil, a lot of teas, there's a lot of herbs that are like that. Aloe is one of them though. It's a very robust plant. And it's telling you to take some aloe. And if you take it, it says that 53 of the 67 markers that are out of range will come back into range.
Wow, that's awesome.
So basically what it's saying is, listen, if you just take a little aloe, you will feel a lot better. Okay? General wellness, and it's 1 capsule 3 times a day. Now generally what I do is, this is connected to a supplement line that I sell here, Premier Research Labs. It's a nutraceutical line. It's really high quality. But I'm normally not a supplement kind of girl. That's like a last resort if a whole food isn't going to work for you. So I'm going to suggest get some aloe juice and just drink a little bit of it every day and see if that doesn't do anything. If it doesn't, then we can go to a supplement because that's going to be like a stronger version of it. It's going to be more specifically designed for like therapeutic results. So take some aloe juice every day. Just drink it whenever you want. It tastes like water, but it kind of has like a little bite at the end. It's not sour, it's not salty, it's kind of hard to describe, but it really does taste like water, but then it's kind of like at the end, you have a little tartness or something. Yeah, it's a little strange. But the other one that it's telling you need is Immunoven. Immunoven is like a general immunity builder. So maybe you ate something funny and the bacteria in your gut is saying we need a little something extra to help digest this food. It could be stress too. I mean, your health and happiness literally is in your stomach, okay? So any kind of stress, physical or emotional, is going to affect your immune system because that's where all your flora is and that's where all of your immune comes from. Your lymph system too is connected to that. And you all know if you get more stressed out, you're more prone to getting sick, right? I mean, that's just how it works. If you get really, really overworked, and then you're not taking care of yourself and you're not sleeping because you're stressed out, you're gonna get a cold, you know, especially if the weather is like it and everybody else around you is sick. But as far as supplements, that's all I would recommend. The other ones are pulling 1 or 2 into range. That's not going to make a big difference. But the aloe, I think, would make a big difference. So let's go down and look at your organs. This is a really, really fun page. But it is literally looking at each one. So here's your adrenal glands, here's your heart, here's your kidneys. Now let's look down here. Oh, that's funny. We were just talking about that. Out of everything, I asked her in advance if I could talk about it if it came up on the report. So don't think that I'm embarrassing her on purpose. But I said, you know, it's going to look at absolutely everything. And the only thing that's reacting super, super strongly is your mammary gland.
That's hilarious.
But a lot of times in women, I can see if you're going to start ovulating.
Okay.
So let's say we do this in a week and your mammary glands and your uterus start to respond. I would be instinctually asking you, when are you going to be ovulating or menstruating? Because a lot of times on me, I mean, all my ovaries, uterus, and mammary glands will show up like the day before I ovulate.
Okay.
I mean, it will be able to tell.
Yeah.
So I can tell that something's going on, like reproductive wise. Okay, but everything else looks pretty good, so that's a really good sign.
Yeah.
If your liver was really stressed out, you would probably start to feel tired. That could be a reason for being sluggish. That can lead to acne, skin problems, detoxing problems, not processing sugars and alcohols the same way. So you'd be seeing kind of different symptoms.
Okay.
But as far as the mammary glands go, you could do self-massages. You know, like when you're checking for a lump. That's actually a really good way to stimulate blood flow in the area too. And it could be that you have like a duct that's stressed out, or it could be hormonal, and it could help get your lymph moving through that area. So it could be a lot of different things. Here's your spine. This is one of the cool parts because everyone has back pain, you know, everyone. And everyone wants to know why it hurts. The funny thing about your spine too is that you could have a stressed vertebrae up in your neck, but for some reason you have middle or low back pain. And you know from doing yoga that a lot of times you'll have pain in one area because it's compensating and protecting another area of your body. So something showing up like your C6 here, you may not feel that down there. You may feel it up in your neck. Or you may have a lot of shoulder tension. Or you may have lower back tension. So which is it for you?
Shoulder tension.
Shoulder tension? Yeah. And a lot of times when you go to a masseuse, a massage therapist, they're not just going to work on one spot that's stressed out. They're relaxing all the muscles that are surrounding an area so that you can make an adjustment in one tiny spot. Because as the muscles relax, it allows the adjustment to set in, and then the tension will be released. So that's why massages and chiropractic work, that's why they go hand in hand. I always recommend them together, because if your muscles are super, super tense, a quick adjustment at a chiropractor isn't going to do a lot, because your muscles are going to pull it right back to where it was because they're so tight. But if they're a little looser and you can relax after the adjustment, then you can actually feel it settle in, and then you can get therapeutic results from it. As far as the rest of your spine though, it looks really good. And I know you do yoga and you stretch out, so if you were to start feeling a lot of back pain or something, there's a ton of stretches that you can do too to kind of help relieve it. Especially in your hips and your shoulders. I mean, it's all connected, so could have been anywhere. This next part shows me different meridians on your body. So if you get traditional Chinese medicine or acupuncture or acupressure therapeutic sessions, this would be really helpful. Because you can go to your practitioner and say, listen, she said my kidney meridian really needed some work, so let's focus on that. Okay? The next one down here is the therapies and results. And for your stress and mild back pain, it is recommending a massage. Okay? So Christy Harris works at Live Well. She's an awesome massage therapist. She does soft and deep tissue. She can do reflexology, myofascial release, sacrocranial release, anything you need. And I really like Sarah Wilkerson too, with Evansville Massage Studio. She does cupping, and it is very, very, very good. I've been getting it twice a month now for 3 or 4 months, and I've been seeing radical changes in my back pain. Radical changes. It's great. Because you can only push down so far, you know?
Yeah.
But the cupping, the way she explained it to me, and I have a live video on Tuesday with Sarah, so we're going to talk about cupping, so you can watch that. But when you pull the fascia up, then you can actually wiggle it around and kind of separate it further from the fascia around it, and then tension won't lead to more tension. It will actually release and help you relax everything around it. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. The other things it's telling you to do is go to yoga,
Okay.
and it's telling you to oil pull. So oil pulling is a method where you take like a big heaping tablespoon of coconut oil, make sure it's organic, expeller pressed, really clean.
Okay.
Swish it around in your mouth for like 20 minutes, and then spit it out. Don't swallow it.
Ah.
So oil is super, super sticky. You can actually wash your body with it. When it's in your mouth, the mucosa lining is so thin that it actually starts to pull things right out of your bloodstream. So it could be that you have like a mild bacterial infection. Maybe are you having any tooth pain or any areas of your gums that are like sore or red or anything like that? Good. Okay. Oil pulling can help with that. It can help with bad breath. It can help with acne. It can help with like full body detoxing. It's really, really neat. Yeah. But you can use it as a moment too to kind of meditate and de-stress a little bit, because it takes 20 minutes. I used to put it in and then get in the bath and swish the whole time I was in the bath.
Yeah.
You know, because you're just sitting there, listening to music, do whatever you want,
Yeah.
shave, whatever you're gonna do, and then you spit it out when you're done.
Yeah.
And then you clean. And I know he is a toothbrush guy. He loves his like Crest toothpaste and his nice rubber toothbrush and stuff. But I suggested oil pulling to him once too, and he was like, my mouth is so clean.
Oh, really?
You know? Yeah, it feels really, really good. A lot of dentists, like American dentists, they don't recommend it, but I've watched on YouTube videos of dentists doing it and then talking about it, and they're like amazed at how clean their mouth feels. Yeah, it's really, really neat. That's going to be it for now. This is a bunch of gibberish. These are the actual like response numbers that it was testing. We're not going to look at that because it doesn't really mean anything to me either. I mean, I can't decipher it.
Okay.
But if you ever want to do this again, I can look at your vectors and you can say, I'm having a tooth pain.
Yeah.
I can click on that tooth and it will say, let's say your back molar hurts. I'll click on it and I'll say, well, that's connected to your small intestine, to your heart, to your coccyx. I mean, there's spots on your spine you may feel tension. It may be related to that tooth.
Wow.
Or your heart's stressed out. It may be related to that tooth.
Okay.
You know?
Neat.
There's all kinds of cool things that this can show you. I'm going to go ahead and cut it short, but I'll keep explaining this to you guys when we shut off.
Okay.
And if anyone wants to get a Zyto, it's a digital biofeedback. You saw how easy it was. You just sit, come in, make an appointment. I'm Alexandra Levine, and I do these at LiveWell, featuring Flex 151 in downtown Newburgh. Go to my website. It's alevinehealthcoach.com. You can book an appointment, or you can book an appointment at mylivewellonline.com. I'll write those all down for the YouTube video. But any other questions while people are watching?
I
Or
was just going to ask, if I do take those recommendations, how long would you suggest until I do another
Okay.
survey?
So as far as like frequency, I normally recommend if you are doing different things to your diet, like if you start taking aloe, let's do another one in a month.
Okay.
If you start taking a supplement, I normally recommend do one bottle, and then let's do another one and see if you still need it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't want you on any supplements long term.
Right.
That's not what they're for.
Right.
They're for
Short term.
therapeutic, short term. Let's make a change and see if dietary wise we can keep you stable. You know? Do you have any questions? Okay. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.